The high-speed impact of a small space meteorite caused the Soviet Union's Soyuz 7 space station to come to a complete halt. The ground control quickly received error reports. Telemetry systems, temperature sensors, radios, and solar panels were all offline. Seeing the screen filled with red error messages, the entire space agency immediately went into a state of panic, thinking this could be the beginning of the US Star Wars program. Soon, news outlets worldwide began reporting that the Soviet Soyuz 7 space station had completely lost control. The massive 20-ton station was now spiraling uncontrollably, and everyone wondered where it would crash and how much damage it would cause when it hit the Earth. This became a hot topic of debate among nations. In response, the Soviet authorities held a meeting. The commander stated that the station would still orbit for at least another 3 months, giving them time to send astronauts to repair it. But international news quickly reported that NASA was preparing to launch a space shuttle in 22 days, with a clear intention. If the Soviets couldn't solve the problem, the US would offer help. For the Soviets, this was seen as space aggression, especially during the Cold War. Such a scenario was absolutely unacceptable, leaving only 2 options: either destroy the space station with a missile or quickly send astronauts up to repair it. If they destroyed it, all the spacecraft in that orbit would become useless junk. Soviet space efforts would set back by at least 10 years. So whether they were ready or not, they had no choice but to send astronauts. When Old Major saw the news about the space station, he was secretly alarmed. The current Soyuz 7, after the impact, was rotating along its axis in orbit, and the only way to dock with it was through manual docking. To be honest, the operation was almost as risky as using a missile to destroy it. The only difference was that 2 astronauts' lives would be at stake. The astronaut team practiced docking with the space station in simulations, but every attempt failed. Faced with this embarrassing situation, the commander stood silently in front of the space station's photo wall, deep in thought. Then he personally sat in the simulator. Failure was inevitable, but now he had gained first-hand experience of the hellish difficulty of the docking task.